Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'd like to talk about Japan is a unique country. So let's get started. Japan is a unique country located in the far east. I lived in Germany for 1 year and I lived in Ireland 1 year. Since moving to Europe, I've started to see Japan from a different perspective. It made me realize that Japan is a country many people know very little about, even though it has its own very distinct culture and way of life. That was surprising to me because I used to believe Japan was the standard, like it was the center of the world. Everything felt normal to me growing up there. What makes Japan unique? Here are a few examples of things I thought were normal before I came to Europe. Number one, people are usually quiet in public places. Number two, cleanliness is taken very seriously. Number three, people are very particular about food. Number four, almost all service staff are Japanese. There aren't many foreigners working in Japan. Number five, people expect excellent service everywhere. Number six, trains are almost always on time. Maybe some of these are common in other Asian countries like China or Korea, but in my opinion, many of these values and customs are unique to Japan. Japan is not very international. One big difference I noticed while living in Europe is how international society is here. In contrast, Japan feels like a country mostly made up of Japanese people for Japanese people. Because of that, there's less exposure to different cultures and ideas. When you really interact with foreigners, it becomes harder to accept new ways of thinking. Sometimes people even reject ideas that don't follow the unspoken rules of society. I've heard some people say Japan is so organized because it's mostly Japanese. But is that really a good thing? My experience in Japanese school. When I was in school, I didn't enjoy having to follow rules that didn't make sense. For example, we had to run marathons in the winter wearing only a t-shirt and shorts, even if it was freezing. Maybe there was some reason for it, but it didn't make sense to me. Some students were probably uncomfortable showing their arms or legs, but no one questioned it. Everyone just followed the rules. School is supposed to help children learn to be themselves, but sometimes it felt like the opposite. Even outside of school, you'd often hear your parents say things like, "Don't do that, people will think it's strange," or "Don't bother others." This kind of mindset, the pressure to follow unspoken expectations, always made me uncomfortable. What I realized by leaving Japan. Some people worry about living abroad, but for me, living Japan helped me see it more clearly. When you live outside your home country, you start to notice things you couldn't see before, both good and bad. Now I want to share what I've learned. I like to tell people I'd like to tell Japanese people about the great things I've experienced around the world, and at the same time, I want to share the best parts of Japan with people from other countries. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!